I had like I had PC working and then just stopped working for a second there, and then it just restarted. Not particularly explained to me what the fuck is going on. Okay, we're live on YouTube as well. I gotta do quick setup. Unbelievable. Now this is the power of Pakistan. You talk shit about them for just a split second. Not even about like a country, just about about the fact that like a lot of times somebody approaches me with a scam, but I always get like their IP. It's always from Pakistan. Um, and I talk shit about them for a second, and my my PC gets shut down. They're like, you talking shit about Pakistan? No, what the fuck? Um, this stream gotta be incomprehensible if you were to join right now versus to any other point. Essentially, to summarize, I started the stream. I've been streaming for 20 minutes, and then after those 20 minutes, my PC did a crash and a restart. Um, and and it was right as I was talking about the fact that I'm most likely got approached by a scammer, and that whenever I get a scammer in my chat, I always see like where the views were coming from. It's always Pakistan. So like there is not a 0% chance I'll see that scammer and I'll be like, he's from Pakistan. Okay, hold up. The minute the stream just ended, but I would be able to see. No, I don't think I saw your previous message. Because my stream, like my Hey William, how are you doing? Like right after the last stream was like 28 minutes. Yeah, there it is. Oh damn! Because it's like one guy, I will not be able to see where they're from. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. How are you doing, William? At the very least, usually whenever. Oh, cool. How is Chrono Trigger? Oh, so he did follow me at least from the last from the stream, I guess. Let's see, community followers list, right? No, what the fuck? He's not here. God fucking damn. Yeah, I heard of Chrono Trigger, I think. Yeah, that's like this. Yeah. It's like RPG. Right. Yeah, it's RPG like early. Well, what's the name for it? like early days Final Fantasy, and it's like yeah, like I know this one, and the main protagonist for some reason looks like Dragon Ball Z character, which I have no idea why, but yeah, I know Chrono Trigger, and it's like you go back and forth between past and present. I think I saw a video explain like entire timeline, and because at the time I was really big into long-term video format, I had watched the entire video, and how are you doing? Chrono Trigger is cool. I know Chrono Trigger. I know it's like popular. I will not play it, however, because I just don't like this kind of games. I like turn-based RPGs. I know people who like fair enough. I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs, but you like Block Tales, so I can see why you would like Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. Absolutely believable with your character. Well, I can see why. He's like, I always compare him to like Stolas from Hallelujah Boss, you know, from Whimsipop universe, because that's what vibes he gives me. The same kind of vibe of like he looks like a quirky, no, not quirky, sorry, weird, yeah, quirked up, gay little monarch, I guess. So I can see like people on Tumblr, especially. I don't know. Up. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you told me how you doing, man. And I know what to also say. I think you will be delighted to hear I'm almost done with, like I already finished Bioshock 1 video script. It's like 20 pages long and I need to record it, after which I will edit it and make it into a video. I know you've been waiting for it. By the way, I was bringing up Hazbin Hotel and Moves Pop, the fact that he reminds me of like Stolas. Now that I think about it, I remember seeing like a screenshot of a post somebody made, which is like they showed off like the design of one of the characters from Hazbin Hotel, and somebody else commented like he looks like a DeviantArt fucking OC, and somebody else replied like, okay, why don't we stop with this fashion of Whimsipop character design? They're like, who the fuck is Whimsipop? And they're like, oh, I thought you knew where this is from, and they're like, no. But I don't even get people defending the fact that they don't look like DeviantArt characters, because that's one thing that Whimsipop constantly defends, says about them. Like the fact that her character design is just her like DeviantArt character design, but like somebody spent money to animate it, you know? Like defending them against allegation of looking like a DeviantArt character, it's like defending dog from being dog. Like me saying that this dog barks a lot, like yeah, that's dog, you know. Like saying that Whimsipop characters don't look like DeviantArt or C is like it's like saying that devil saying like it's like saying that dogs don't look like dogs. Like, well, the fuck else we're really supposed to look like? Like me saying like no this bulldog does not look like a dog. It looks like a Egyptian pharaoh. I don't know what the fuck else to say, you know, like no, that's spot on, yeah. Like, it looks like a dog. Great observation. Kinda like that's kinda intended. Me when I see the nature of the character is what it is, and somebody else says that it looks nothing like the nature of the character. Me when I say that humans look like hairless ape, and somebody else says no, humans actually look like our divine creator spaghetti monster, and they're like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? No, actually humans look like chickens. You know, bipedal, featherless biped, that's what it is, you know. All the wrong moves. I pulled out all the wrong moves. Like, just literally not a single right maneuver. Wait, so am I? I was thinking about this for a while, but I think the greatest like advertisement I could do in terms of advertisement maneuver is like take any of my takes on Hazbin Hotel and just post them at like r/Hazbin Hotel haters. Like if somebody would so kindly take every single video, like every single time I talk about Hazbin Hotel in my video, clip it and just send it to Hazbin Hotel r/Hazbin Hotel haters. So they're gonna be like, what, this guy hates Hazbin Hotel? I gotta check him out. And it turned out I'm actually a reasonable guy. I'm just a real chill guy. And if they just react negatively to it anyway, I'll become like the martyr for the cause, you know, like these crazy Hazbin Hotel fans can't take fucking reasonable criticism. Like, I don't want to do it personally, because I feel like it would be desperate if I did it, you know, if like I set up my own account, infiltrated Hazbin Hotel community, and then just started posting my own clips. It's like, this guy hates Hazbin Hotel. It would be pretty desperate. But like, if somebody else did it on my behalf, I would very much appreciate it. Like, I gather shit on Hazbin Hotel more. So it's like a consistent opinion. I don't think like any of my opinions on Hazbin are controversial, to be fair. Like the ideas that like her OCs look like DeviantArt characters, like that just and just a fact that she herself admitted Bridgepop. The ideas that like Hazbin Hotel is not like first 3 episodes were kind of like meh, and like every single song from like from Baggy was absolute dog shit. I will not take that opinion back. Fuck. I also will be standing my ground on the ideas that Hazbin Hotel series is not as interesting as Hallelujah Boss, because Husband Hotel is about people who done wrong trying to repent, versus Hallelujah Boss, it's about people who were brought up in a wrong in like a bad environment, and they're trying to become better, not like on a, not to like reach heaven, right? Like they're never gonna end up in heaven. They're just trying to become like better people for like better connections, you know? Is more interesting. I like the idea of like somebody who was like a dude in heaven, sorry, like dude on Earth, and he killed like a bunch of people, and now he's like has to be like, well, I'm sorry, I killed people. I'm very sorry, you know. That's for me personally. If I had to pick, I would say Hallelujah Boss is more interesting. Because conceptually it's about like people molded by their environment, right? It's Sopranos, right? Essentially, because Sopranos, I know I'm fucking comparing Hallelujah Boss to Sopranos, but like Sopranos is about these gangsters, specifically Tony Soprano, doing like a lot of evil, bad stuff, but like he's trying to become a better person for his family, not necessarily stop being a mobster, but like not, like example, beat the shit out of his wife or stuff, you know, like trying to get his anger management under control, which is big difference. But then you have like and Hallelujah Boss does not, I assume like I fucking didn't watch it, yeah. Like it's not as great obviously as Sopranos. I'm not saying that, I'm saying that like conceptually the core of it is the same. It's about hired killers of immediate murder professionals trying to be better people for themselves and not for like they'll still kill people, you know. They're just trying to like be healthy, you know, mentally. So it's conceptually more interesting than like than whatever Charlie has going on, which is like hey, hell is overpopulated, and I think we need to, instead of killing mass murderers, we just need to rehabilitate them, which is like, it's alright, I guess, as like an idea. But like it's not new in the sense that like this is not even the first time we were proposed this idea. Specifically, not the first time the idea of rehabilitating sinners in hell was brought up. Not even the idea of like bad person can actually become good, but like the idea specifically of people in hell becoming better people is not new so much that like fucking, what was the name of it? Lucifer, right? The TV show Lucifer did it before Husband Hotel came out. Not the pilot, but like they had like exact same premise in TV show Lucifer, and that's not like a high pick of cinema. The idea of sinners in hell redeeming themselves through like some sort, it's as old as like Divine Comedy, where the Bibbidi Bob borrows the idea of like the rings of hell, To be fair, okay, in Divine Comedy, like the sinners could not repent, but you had like Purgatory, where people in Purgatory who were not quite as bad as the sinners could repent for their transgressions against God. I hope you, William, still watching and clipping all of this to send to r/husband hotel haters. I hope my laughter implies that I am actually joking. I mean, you can, but like I don't think that's that's good. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's actually pretty bad as like an idea for like advertising my channel on fucking Reddit. Specifically advertising that I'm hating something. Like, I think the idea is bad because I already said that, like, yo, that would be like a fire idea. So, like, whoever's on r/husband hotel haters would see the clip and then they would go on the channel and hear me say that and would be like, oh, this guy, like, sending himself. Like, this guy has, like, 50 followers. Like, there's not enough people for them to, like, fucking care. The longer I shit talk Husband Hotel, to be fair, the more chances of that just happening naturally. Because Husband Hotel fans do lack ability to take a joke. Damn, I'll fucking run them. Wow, okay. I don't know how many times I've seen this fucking stream anymore. Fuck. I'm in disbelief. Like, what's up with, like, a lot of communities that I actually do like being, like, super toxic? Like, that's like a genuine question that I have. Because I do like Hazbin Hotel as, like, a series. As, like, overall the vibe of it. But like I genuinely don't understand people's like inability within the community to like take any criticism against the show, you know? Like the show, the creators, any criticism against them is suddenly like a you're announced the enemy of the state. How dare you criticize this 4K product, you know? Let's get sold by fucking Amazon. Like honestly, if like it was still animated by the only Vidipop and the original team, I would get people being kind of like iffy about criticism against like a small creator. But by this point, we're not criticizing like a small creator. We're criticizing fucking conglomerate that is Amazon. Like, I'm not hearing people riling up to, like, defend Invincible. When there are people criticize it for, like, slow animation time. Like the... Like, when people criticize Invincible for fucking... Sometimes it's looking literally like fucking... animation or you get on what's the name for it? Presentation, right? Yeah, PowerPoint. Like sometimes the animation in Invincible looks like you were animated on fucking PowerPoint. But like, then they popped off in the last episode, and I never heard anybody saying a word of positivity of like over the animation. And nobody was like out there fucking defending Jeff Bezos' new investment that is Invincible. But suddenly when it's fucking Hazbin Hotel and Vidipop, people defended with the fucking vitriol you would not see it. How dare you criticize the creator of my favorite warbow, that is how dare you say that perhaps the dynamic of Angel Dust and how dare you say perhaps Angel Dust's entire arc is kind of like very traumatic and might have some people be iffy about it. Wow, okay. I'm not even like the big fan of defending people who complain about like Angel Dust video being new, right? Like for the note, there is a video that BusyPop made, like an animation musical video, where character Angel Dust, who is according to the show an abuse victim from essentially hell version of Pimp. Well, yeah, like Pimp in hell, okay? Like he's an abuse victim, right? And the video makes it very like sexualized kink stuff, and it's like kind of weird because it's like I don't think any other show depicted its titular character being an abuse victim, and at the same time also was like, yo, but is it kind of hot, like that they're abuse victim? Like that's pretty rare, and people usually don't look kindly on it. It's like the flag that Hunter Killer got. A Hunter Killer is like a different property that you might not know, but it's essentially a webtoon about like this guy getting like this guy is like gay in the webtoon, and he gets abducted and Stockholm syndrome into being with like the guy who kind of showed, like he showed like some interest in a guy and then arrived to his house, and then it just turned out that the guy is like a killer. No, wasn't it, okay, sorry, I think I misremembered the name. It wasn't like Hunter Killer, it was Killing Stalking. I think that was the name. And like the guy is like and the guy who he had the crush on is like this weird killer who has like all sorts of weird issues. And the main character gets like abused by him or whatever. And like the creator often made it to be out romantic when it's more of fucking psychological horror. And people did not like it, right? Especially because especially because some parts of the community that consumed it as like actual romance novel instead of psychological horror novel. Not a novel, like a webtoon. And they would like make like cute edits, like it's Dean X Sam from fucking Supernatural. It was like it was very weird, and the creator like kind of like fed into it by like making like artworks of like, but this is what if one of them wasn't a murderer. This is what would have happened if one of them wasn't an abusive murderer and was actually gay instead of being, I don't know, like. And I'm pretty sure like the guy who like kidnaps and tortures the main character is not gay, as far as I understand. He has like Freudian shit going on. The creator fed into it and people were dissatisfied. And like, that's okay, you know, nobody out there fucking vehemently defend it. But when it's VivziePop, people just go, no, but like, Angel Dust is my like Lorbo, you know. Fucking, I am rambling comprehensively. I am talking about weirder shit possible. Me making like 2 references in order to make my one point that VivziePop is kinda weird for it, you know. Like, you know what I will defend VivziePop on? The point that like some people dislike the fact that like the character of what the fuck was his name? Alistair, right? The fact that Alistair is like shares like the Wendigo stuff motives going on, right? But also voodoo at the same time. But like, none of it. Well, number one is the fact that the person who brings up like the fact that oh she didn't remove fucking Wendigo stuff from Alistair, how dare she, is kind of weird because well, it's not really a Wendigo. Like Wendigo did not have fucking deer features. That's westernized Wendigo stuff. Like I don't think that's as much intruding on the culture as like a guy who watched John Wick made like a Baba Yaga shit, but like he never engaged in any sort of Slavic culture. And so his understanding of Baba Yaga is just like that one line of translation of Baba Yaga being boogeyman. And then me bitching how like he's like it's understanding my culture when it's like multiple sets of like separation. And then there is entire point about the fact that people in US specifically are super protective of Native American culture as like what is it called? As overcorrection for like disrespect that Native American culture suffered throughout the years in US. But like that overcorrection sometimes like to the point of like don't even dare to use Native American culture as like in your writing or whatever. And it's like that's how culture survives, you know? Like me whenever John Wick uses Baba Yaga, like no, my culture will not survive John Wick's Baba Yaga, no. Like how many people know of Baba Yaga without John Wick, you know? How many people would even like know of the word? And it's like the only complaint about John Wick I had about them using Baba Yaga is purely because like it does not make sense for a guy to be called essentially a witch, you know? Like there's so many other like characters you could have used, but they used like Baba Yaga. That did not make sense, and also did not make sense for like translation wise. But like otherwise, like what's the like the harm, you know? Like, no, my culture will not survive. John Wick is calling himself Baba Yaga. No. People will misunderstand that Baba Yaga is Boogeyman for ages. And nobody ever tries to Google stuff that they saw in the movie to like learn more. The like right after John Wick comes out with the nickname Boogeyman, nickname Baba Yaga, there wasn't like 10 videos talking about how actually this is what Baba Yaga is, and if you wanna learn more, you know, like there was never like a film, video of them like speaking like actually Baba Yaga is like a witch. It's quite unusual that they called it, but you know they're not familiar. Like that's how culture survives. It survives because somebody made something about your culture that's like does not make sense, and then somebody else makes a video explaining how they're wrong actually. But in US with Native Americans, they like try to defend Native American culture from any sort of like use. And that's the way that Native American culture will die. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. There will be like nobody interested in Native American culture because there's like never been like a monster in the movies that like was like very cool and memorable, and they're like, oh shit, I want to learn more about it, you know. There will be like 10 people on Native American studies. In the entire world, there will be like 10 people on Native American studies, and then there all will be like only partially interested in the subject. Like they're interested in the subject is only because like that was the only available PhDs they could have gotten. Everything else was packed because people are way more interested in like mummies and stuff. Cool characters is the reason people actually get into anything. You can't preserve Native American culture if nobody's fucking interested in Native American culture, and nobody will be interested in Native American culture if you don't ease up a little bit on like you know, like if you don't ease up on the idea that somebody can, you know, make a Native American monster without like somebody on Twitter going, well actually this is like super offensive, you shouldn't even say their name. You know what? You shouldn't say names of any monsters in almost all cultures. Like in almost every single culture there is like a monster you shouldn't say the name of, because like that's where the idea of like speak of the devil comes from. Like speak of the devil comes from the ideas of like saying monster's name is attracting it. In this case the devil. But like nobody gives a fuck about the devil, you know, everybody will say it. But somehow in Native American folklore people just like no, actually it's real serious. I swear. My grandpa from my mother's side spoke to Native American once, and he was told that he will die to Wendigo if he doesn't pay $200 at this casino. Like I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. No, my grandmother's left testicle uncle says that he once met a Native American, and if he didn't buy that charm, Wendigo would have eaten his toes. You know, it's a real problem. I can speak like that because I'm not in US. Ever been in US? Like so I have no like I have an outsider's perspective. Like Alastor, it's like I started because I'm trying to defend Alastor, and it's like I don't even know what the fuck to defend in this case. Okay, he has like Wendigo features because he's like a cannibal, and like he transforms into a deer, which is not Wendigo stuff, and just associates with Wendigo because of I don't remember who, but somebody popularized it that like Wendigos are actually they actually have like deer stuff. And then he has voodoo stuff to it because he does like magic, pretty much. Magic, and he has like weird symbols around him, and people I don't know if it's like real voodoo symbols or not. And the reason he's called Alastor is because of Aleister Crowley, which is the founder of modern day Satanism. No, you don't get. We have to defend Voodoo and Native American. Even so, this character is just a weird amalgamation of them. As just being like a mystic, you know. Just being this mystic, powerful character. And, like, there's no real impact on either one of practices. If there is like even actual people who still practice either voodoo or Native American voodoo, I think there's like I don't know if there is, but like I kinda like doubt that. I mean, voodoo is in Haiti, so could be. Damage. Oh yeah, I watched one episode of season 16 of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and well, I knew that there was like a time skip between season 16 and 15, but like, well, I mean time skip, like they shoot at different like times, like years apart, but like damn, do they look older between season 16 and 15, like every single character is different. And there is like a whole another season beyond season 16, which is crazy. Because they look way, like they already look old as fuck. Like in season 15, they talk about the ideas that like one of the characters has menopause, and in season 16, like all of them look at least like 5, I don't know, years older, and it's like, damn. I swear to God, I will open season 17, and it's all just them in fucking retirement home. Like, they don't look too good, you know. Fuck! Unbelievable. There's double check. Oh. Yeah, everything's going on. Yeah, it's been like an hour 30. Still doing this. It's unbelievable. I am very bad at this game. I don't even know how I beat it the last time. Fucking lots of and Peters, that's how I guess. Why am I always like hit? I cannot time the fucking sync properly. You know what I should get? The fast if I get the fast blink shot. Fast attack. Wait, fuck. If I keep this, right? Quick slash. And long nail. Very good idea. Okay, how about this? Right? Does it work? Also, one thing I want to check. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, interesting. I was thinking maybe I can check in a menu whether or not I have the charm of this guy on. But I cannot. Sad. Shit. I think that was better success. So what is Bren really? Like in terms of hierarchy of the... Is he like a similar god creature to our like parents? Fuck. Wow, okay. Shit. You know what I've been thinking about lately? There is this manga I've been reading. Well, I've been reading a lot of manga, right? Like Korean manga. That's why his name is slightly different. And there is, I think, almost like, you know, like artists who can't sing versus artists who can sing kind of thing. But like, it's actually going on with like manhwa writers who can write and manhwa writers who cannot write, because there's been two manhwas where like manhwas in as all sorts of media is kind of far-fetched, right? But like there's two of them that go in opposite direction, but like an opposite way of doing it, the good way and the bad way. But like the outcome is the same. The reader gets to be like power fantasy. So the one of them is called Boundless Ascension, or because Soul Leveling was popular at the time of its release, Boundless Necromancer. And it's about the guy who's like was powerless. He had like no superpowers or anything when there's like monsters and stuff. And then suddenly there's pops up like this this thing called the Tower, and it goes, how about you wanna get some powers? And it's proposed to almost everybody, but everybody like starts at level 0. Like everybody starts without the powers, so for him it's kinda like even playing field. And then he kinda like starts climbing higher. And usually the way the story progresses is that for first, like he encounters a challenge. For a first part of the challenge, he kind of like breezes through it, you know, like there's almost nothing hard about it. He kind of flexes, but then suddenly he encounters almost impossible wall where he like has to lose. He gets beaten the shit out of for a long time, and then suddenly he's like, oh, but I have like this new ability that I only now discovered or activated or now tried out, and suddenly he's like dominates the fight, and he just like essentially just plot armor gets through it, and just like it just got super boring, especially because like the part of this power fantasy for the outdoor is also the fact that every time he's like in a room with a woman starts to be like soaking wet, or the main character, for no reason. Like he just enters and they're like panties drop immediately, and it's like super boring, right? Because he breezes through every encounter, but like there's nothing nothing satisfying to just watch a guy beaten shit up, and then he just hypes Omits and Aura, which is like really similar to solo leveling. But the problem is with solo leveling, it was kind of like a character arc. Like at first, he was getting beaten the shit out of a lot in early chapters, and then he would just overcome it. You know, like he would eventually, you know, like through some sort of way overcome the challenge, and so it's always like just by a thin margin he's like survived. But then by the end of it, it was just him breathing through every single encounter. So like it wasn't like it wasn't like formulaic because they dropped the formula of like he gets beaten the shit out and he overcomes it. From then on it was just overcomes. With majority of with it essentially becoming One Punch Man you have like nameless NPC number 5 getting beat the shit out, and then suddenly Sung Jin Woo shows up and he beats the fuck out of them, and he's like beats the fuck out of the enemy, and then it's like, oh damn, he's so cool, and then it briefly after that ends. Okay, like it literally like overall it's pretty short, but like Boundless and Necromancer or Boundless essentially is so fucking long and just keeps dragging on the point of him like being cool. And like you know, it just becomes boring. Alternatively, you have solo max level newbie, which is obviously also came out when solo leveling was popular. So you have leveling, you have the word level, you have the solo, and the solo award. So like, please read the manhwa. But it's good because with every challenge the character comes up with, it's never just like brute force the way through it. Like it's pretty rare the main character in Solo Max Level Newbie fights the enemies head on, and it's always some sort of scheme, some sort of trick, some sort of hidden mechanic that they didn't know that he's utilizing. And that is the good writing, because that means that every single fight that we encounter is never the same stuff. It's never, oh, but I have 99,000. I have 999 power. You can't beat me. You know, it's always something new in terms of the fight. And that's mostly because I assume the writer figured out early on that simply main character, because main character could have like been just, because the way the story works is that main character played this game a lot, right? He played a lot of this game, and then suddenly it just became real in real life. And so, because he played this game a lot, he knows every single tips and trick to beat in the game, and so he becomes super powerful. And the very boring route that he could have taken is the fact that because he knows every single tips and trick, he just finds a way to level up really quickly, right? But that's not the route that was taken. The route that was taken was main character knows every tips and trick, so he knows how to beat the bosses without having to necessarily fight them head on. He knows just the right words to say, just the right lever to pull at the right timing to sidestep for the main boss essentially to fall into ravine and die because because he's like obligated to hit his final attack exactly at that spot where MC stands, but slightly to the left. So in premise, it's more interesting than just hype moments an aura. And like, I literally banged my head against the wall by accident because I literally read the latest chapter and I was like, right, and I smacked my head against the wall because I was like so excited. Because the main character is not just, because that's essentially what the story of the main character boils down to. It boils down to the fact that he just knows everything best, and he also knows everything best, not because, okay, well, to boil down the chapter, he knows the entire game very well, and that's not because he's just played the game for a long time, but because he's deeply connected to the game, and the people and the AI in that game really was like, he's like greatest, I don't know, like fucking joy in life. And so whenever he like, and so that now that whenever he's like doing stuff, it's not, he's not treating them like NPCs like most people do. He treats them like actual fucking people, and so because of that, he wins over it. Because that's the way he remembers them. He doesn't remember them as like NPCs with dialogue X. He remembers them like, oh, this guy has this personality because like I remember this guy. I've been like to him so many. I've been talking to him so many times, you know. It's about, damn interesting, about genuinely connecting to the medium that you're playing, not simply mindlessly consuming, I guess. Jesus, how fucking many? I've been on this level for 2 hours nearly. That is shameful. Goddamn, okay, well. So yeah, well, I guess my genius conclusion as to why some manhwas are just not that good, because not everything is hype moments an hour. Sometimes you gotta have like good writing. Sometimes you have to have like a genuine, you know, some sort of hook beyond like he's really strong, you know. Even then, if the main character is really strong, well, it gives me like something to care about that cannot be solved. Isn't it like, yeah, it's It's the Superman dilemma in from the uh, um, Red and Blue History channel, right? Like I think you know what I'm talking about. It's there's this channel that makes like they make animations about like history and like myths and stories and stuff. And one time they did like a podcast talking about Superman, and the idea is essentially you can have Superman, and you can't have Superman just solving everything through brute strength, be entertaining 24/7. You need some sort of outside. You need something else for Superman to do that he can't just simply punch. Like example, he cannot punch a volcano, right? He needs to think around the volcano. He needs to think like, how do I evacuate as many people as possible from the volcano? Because I cannot just punch it, you know. I'm sure in like early iterations he would just punch the volcano and stop. But like we're talking about like modern day Superman. Like that's why some of his like his villain Lex Luthor, right? It's not like he can punch a Lex Luthor, he can punch Lex Luthor, right? But like it's not gonna be like most of the time the way it's written is that if he just punches Lex Luthor, he will look like the bad guy. Purely because Lex Luthor is like a rich guy who's not doing dirty work by himself. He always hires some sort of outside force to deal with Superman, and then Superman has to deal with that outside force and then confront Lex Luthor like, hey, I know you sent like a hit squad with a bunch of kryptonite against me, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Superman. And he's like, bro, it has your name on it. And he's like, I have no idea what. And he's like, I also have here recorded from anonymous from a reporter named Clark Kent, and it says, and it's here says that like you are funding military operation against me. And he's like, cut me. Like Superman cannot just punch Lex Luthor and win the argument. He has to like bring him down with some sort of like strategy, and that's a good write. The good write is if your main character solves every single problem by punching, you've written the character wrong, okay? Because there has to be some sort of something else in their lives that is a problem that cannot be solved by punching. It doesn't have to be the main villain that they cannot solve by punching, but there has to be a problem around the main villain that the hero cannot solve by punching. I'm unbelievable. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing by this point. Like your superhero has to have like a, I don't know, like a, let's say, counter on their powers, you know, like I can punch my problems to this, but only from 9 to 5. And then you write, well, what if the problem comes at another time? And I was like, fuck, my 1 week. say baklava? What if I do it just like this? Right? Does it still count when it enters the soul realm? Okay, it still counts, it still counts. Oh god. That was terrible decision, that was the bad decision. And this is such a cool game. Truly, the Dark Souls of the Metroidvanias. Hold up. Okay, back to normal. I don't know how I fucking did it the first time, because this is like beyond. Like, am I extra stupid now, or am I just... Was I so fucking fast? Yeah, I have like reflexes of I don't know. The reflexes of a fly, you know, like you try to swat the fly, suddenly they just fucking dodge everything. Like got them. Ugly. foundation. God damn it. I'm not doing so hard. Like this is like an unbelievable level of like grind I'm doing right now. Just trying to I don't even know how it's possible. Like you would think the stars would align after 2 hours of gameplay. That one. Okay, I have to change my loadout maybe, I don't know. Let's get back to basics. So we need this because there is no alternative. Okay, let's go with this. How about this? Tomorrow is Saturday, so oh, I didn't have the sound, right? Maybe it's gonna be good this time. Fuck. I kinda try to glance at my health just to see if I remember correctly that I have only 2, which means 1 shot. How? I don't know why is it every single time I do a downward slash on that specific one, he still goes fuck you. Like I don't know why. Like you would think I would just pogo off him. It would count, but like no. So, like every now and then just goes no fuck you, you know? there. I really wish to animation cat boost. Just get to the fight. Fuck. Like, I've seen the center so much, I think I'm losing the color red out of my periphery. I'll now see everything in brighter green and blue. Shit. I am that bad boss. I can't wait for Silksong to come out. Just for me to encounter Grim 2. Too Grim, too Furious, and unbelievable. By the time I end the stream, I will be blind to red colors. I'll be seeing only in reds. Not only red, so I'll be seeing only blues and blues. I'll be like a dog. You know, dogs don't see red. Pretty sad, actually. Actually, being able to see. Wait, is it that they don't see red, or do they not see? Hold on a second. What color do dogs see? Yeah, I think they're blind to red, right? Blue, yellow, and gray, yeah. But like, you would think that red would be pretty useful for like, I mean, to be fair, they do sniff it more. Because I was thinking like, oh, you can see blood, but then like, they could probably smell it before they could see it. Oh, come on, Shit. What separates a man from a slave? A man chooses. Slave keeps playing the Hollow Knight 3 hours in, not finishing this one boss. Is the difference between his attack pattern and his attack now that he has way more health, like any small mistake is like fatal? Unfucking believable. Oh, goddamn. Ah, son of a bitch. Wait, no. Fuck it too. Yeah. Okay, there's no way out. Need to do it. Take it or leave it. I was just thinking maybe I should change to like faster charge time for its hold. Why is his dream fully red. I wonder. I get that it's like a vampire thing, but well, I guess, but like even that, I don't know, the fact that his wings including the second red. This one, no, it's only 3. Okay, fuck. Let's go for Walnut. No. Wait. Yeah, we need quick charge. Soul Catcher. Oh, but we could take Shape of Wound? No, no. Problem is we are missing couple of slots because purely of because we need to have Brave Child in order to unlock this level in the first place. I'm sure there is like some speedrunners or stuff, tryhards, like only nail basic no upgrades, but like I'm not the guy. Sorry, just not good enough. Go Johnny, go! Go Johnny, go! Johnny, be good. Down in Louisiana to Orleans. Down in the wood among the Everglades. Playing guitar out lives a country boy named Johnny, be good. Go Johnny, go. Go Johnny, go. Go Johnny, go. Johnny, be good. I like good Johnny, be good. Fine that it was put on Voyager 1, right? Like how the old songs are like go, 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 go. I think it's a very interesting idea that I saw brought up a couple of times. The idea that, well, if we ever unlock faster than light travel, we will outspeed Voyager 1. And we'll be able to like essentially explore space that before Voyager 1 arrives to wherever we are. I think it's interesting as like part of the fact that Voyager 1 will be, because it's not traveling at like light speed, for instance. But if we unlock even sub-light, like percentage of light speed travel, like a sizable, you know, single percentage of light speed travel will outspeed Voyager 1 and then something. Tonight. You know what's the interesting part? Okay, interesting is a little bit stretch in there. I always find everything interesting, but like that one was a little bit of a stretch. When I was walking to the store this week, I saw that a liquor store that I never visited closed, and I thought to myself, quite a shame, because I wanted to kind of visit just to see what their wares were, but now there will be opportunity now there is no liquor store. Goddamn. I'm like a gambler who can't stop gambling. Like I'm sure the next roll will pay out big, you know. I don't even believe it anymore. I just, I mean, I have to do it one time. Ah, shit. No, come on. Come on, we were just joking, we were just goofing around, why didn't you just... Why didn't you just kill yourself? I swear the next time, you know, this time I will roll big. Fuck. Fuck. I did it. I didn't roll big. Me when it's 1 in a million chance of rolling big. just doesn't just kneel on his doesn't just kneel and goes, please kill me. Mew and I actually have to fight as a boss instead of and that is how him developing depression and doing so. Mew and the next one truly will succeed. The next one will definitely work. Son of a bitch. Ah, son of a bitch. That was a bad move. I thought you could have put like in subliminal messages, you know, every 24 spray, I just see like kill John F. Kennedy or something, you know. And I would not notice. I'm getting reprogrammed. What? I mean, are you seeing this bullshit right now? Like, come on. Me arguing against the game like a fucking referee at a football game. Like, come on, this bullshit. It was clearly legal move. Awesome. Next one for sure. This time I'm feeling it, you know, I'm gonna lock in. And I'm feeling real good about this one, you know how it is. You have this lucky pool. I gotta like start taking coke or something for this. Son of a bitch. Me fucking starting to take adrenaline shots straight into my fucking straight into my large artery. Come on, I'm feeling it close again. Feeling it at the top of my prostate. Come on, please. No, come on. I felt like I was so close. So close. Whew. Nice. What? I took that. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh wow, I just fucking tried to snap my, like do like a little crunch on my fingers, right? Like pop my fingers. But then I popped my wrist. That's not good. Oh, it actually hurt my wrist. Like, what the fuck? Because the more spells like these he has, the better for me personally, I think. Okay. Fuck. Son of a- I wonder how long do people usually take to defeat this boss? Like, I feel like I'm an outlier, you know, like they have to put my fucking flake somewhere. This guy took an enormous amount of time, like damn. He refuses to dodge the fucking attacks. So Chrono Trigger is an interesting game. Especially because the main character looks exactly like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I don't even like that looks like that fucking Goku. That was crazy parry. I was hoping for it to be more lenient. Hitboxes are so weird. I don't know how. Just another one. The natty fucking parry that I do, like just move over. I don't know, is there move over the best speedrunner of all night? Fucking new champion awakened, and that's me, bitch. My parries are so insane, even I don't know how I do them. I got the fucking instinct, super fucking ultra, super saiyan instinct. That's what I got. Fuck. Why are Metroidvania so popular in Spanish-speaking countries? I am just very curious about it. Is that weird? I just noticed like a general trend. It seems like. I'm fucking insane. Did you see how easily I lost that? The fucking the skill. Do you think before was it? No. It's highly trained skill, mastered. Over past 3 hours of playing this game. This specific boss. Yeah, there are sub-communities for fucking everything. There is communities for people who just fucking hate animals for some reason. Or people fucking hate pets. So weird. There needs to be communities for people who hate people who hate pets. There is a subreddit called r/groups that we did not like, and it's mostly just right-wingers who are like, ha, this fucking libtard didn't like this meme where I painted him as a soldier and myself as a Giga Chad. Because I want small, still childlike Filipino wife as a white passport, bro. Damn. What piece that triggered now. Fucking liberals am I heard. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about? Why is it just right winger? It's like, what the fuck? We didn't like the meme where we get that boomer that says get a job to lazy millennial. All these millennials want to know how to be gay and eat hot chip. Avocado toast, you know, It's actually funny because millennials are now in their like 40s, so it's not even like a, you know. Well. That was okay. One more. You know, I'm feeling real good. You know, next. The try number 999. Surely this time. Big payout. Okay, good session. Tomorrow we're gonna come back to this exact spot and do the exact same thing for the next 3 hours. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.